Okay guys, I thought I might just jump on here and do a quick update since we're getting a lot of questions, is the bottom in now that Bitcoin's crashed a fair bit, and I think it might be easier and more cohesive to go ahead and do a video on it rather than just go ahead and do a quick post. And I don't really have time to do a YouTube video today, so I want to keep it nice and brief, and I figured this will be the best way to get the information out to all you guys in a nice, understandable manner. So starting off with the charts, we're looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has dropped a pretty significant amount, just below 25,000, 24,900. Of course, Ethereum's in a massive demand zone. Bitcoin dominance has met a resistance, and all the coins we can see, altcoins and such, have dropped a pretty significant amount. Now, the only thing here is, I don't think we've actually bottomed out. And the reason I'm saying that is because we still don't have a flip in momentum, and we still haven't really reached any significant zones. We haven't really reached that 200-day moving average on the weekly yet. If we go ahead and look at the Brave New Coin Liquid Index and bring up the 200-day moving average on the weekly, you'll see that we're not quite there yet. It's sitting around 22,500, and we're still 1 month shy of our July prediction. We still have time. I don't think we should feel rushed over here. I definitely don't think the bottom's in. I think a lot of people are going to be expecting the bottom to be in now that we're losing this 27,000, losing to 26,000. But I want you to keep in mind that we have only just recently lost this yearly low. All right, if we only just lost that, so do you really think the bottom's going to be in straight away? I think it's very unlikely. I think what's more likely is now that we've just lost this dotted uptrending line, which has been a very major support line through the entirety of Bitcoin, we're going to head lower. We're going to hit 21,000. We're going to head to $18,000. I think we'll close a weekly or a monthly above 24,000. That will be that bottom. That will be that trend reversal. But if we go ahead and look at the daily chart, every single time we lose this dotted trend line, we end up in this gray box. So we lost it over here, we ended up in that gray box. Moving forward or moving backwards again, we lost it, we ended up in that gray box. Of course, we can have these scam pumps and dumps around that level, but when we do lose it the first time, we always end up down in that level. So we can assume that the price will continue in that direction again. We can assume that that will happen again, and therefore we have to be open to the idea that Bitcoin could drop below 24,000 and to that $18,000 zone. Now, a lot of people are saying Bitcoin bottom is in. I had a few people forward me what Wolves of Crypto said. He was on Twitter saying he thinks the bottom's in or something because the RSI has reached a certain level. I would actually argue that it hasn't actually reached anything significant yet. If we go ahead and zoom into the RSI, the level he's talking about is 44. Hasn't really reached 44, it's at 45 still. I think the RSI can definitely come down a little bit lower. If we go to the Bitcoin chart on a daily, it isn't suggesting we've found any support. Our momentum's still dropping. Our momentum's, I would say, found a little bit of a blip. It could kind of turn around a little bit here, but I don't think it's going to do anything significant in the long term. Again, we could definitely come down and retest this level. So be cautious, guys. And I would say, first and foremost, don't expect to catch the exact bottom. It's never going to happen. Look at the people who tried to catch the bottom on Luna. They bought it $10, they bought it $1, they bought it 10 cents, they bought it 1 cent, they bought it 0.1 cent. They tried to catch the bottom, they got wrecked. The best thing to do is wait for a reversal, and then you can enter very aggressively. So if you enter aggressively trying to catch a bottom, you're probably going to get wiped out. You might make a lot of money, you might get wrecked. But if you enter aggressively once you have a reversal, there's a very small chance you're going to get wrecked, and you could ride that whole wave upwards in pretty huge profits. So everything that we've talked about previous to this update, these demand and trigger zones and resistance levels, all remain exactly the same. Nothing else has changed. The only difference now is there's a candle below this major support, and now we are underneath this major support. So until we get over this major support again, we are technically heading further down until we reach the next major support line, which is around $24,000 to $22,000 and even potentially lower. So we could definitely see some sort of new range forming here, a push up over here, get rejected and come down. That's very possible. What we would not like to see, for example, if the price pushes through this level, finds support, pushes up past 32K, we have to then assume that the bottom is potentially in. And I say potentially because we still have this downward sloping resistance. And when that downward sloping resistance breaks and we clear this level here, bang, the bottom in. This was the bottom, and then we enter very aggressively, all right? Again, like I said, throughout this time, we're still taking trades, we're still being cautious, but trying to catch the exact bottom is a stupid thing to do because the bottom is only the bottom in hindsight, all right? All indicators, all technical indicators are lagging indicators. They only tell you data from the current price action and using historical price action. They can't predict future price action in the sense they can't reflect what's going to happen in the future on a technical indicator. it's relative to the time or relative to the period. So waiting for the reversal is the safer and smarter option. If you've got a very high risk tolerance, there are levels you can be buying. Purchase level number 1, 24,000. Purchase level number 2, when we touch this trend line downwards, so about 21,000. And purchase level number 3, $18,000. If we lose those levels, you start offloading. If you lose $18,000, cryptocurrency is in a lot of trouble, guys. If we lose this level here, we're in a whole lot of trouble. All right. Hope it's been helpful, guys, and I'll catch you pretty soon. We're going to do a video again tomorrow. Just been a little bit busy today, bogged down with some stuff, so I can't really jump on and do a video today. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow.